Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Civilization VII, where the Great Treasure Fleet Rush has now officially begun. We are sending sugar and spices and of course lots of lovely tea from our distant land settlements back to our homeland, and I think we're doing okay so far. I think we've kind of muddled through quite well. At the moment we've got 7 Treasure Fleet points, like we can see over here. However, we need to get up to 30 to be able to go into an economic golden age next time. I'm not entirely sure we can do that. That does seem a little bit distant. That seems quite a long way away because we are 80% of the way through the age already. And it does take a little bit of time for the treasure fleets to spawn. I think it takes a number of turns. Is it 6 or 7 turns possibly? So we've got to wait another 3 turns for the boats to even appear. And then, of course, we have to get them back from our distant land settlements over here, which aren't really that distant, if we're being honest, but apparently they're distant. So we've got to get the boats from here back to over here. So that's not really the issue. The issue is their spawn rate and the lack of time left in this age. So I'm not entirely sure that we're going to get up to a golden age over here. We'll get here, I think. I think we'll take this sort of little kind of marker post and we can grab something to take with us into the next age. And then I think we might get here as well and get something else that we could possibly use in the next stage. But I'm not really sure that we can get this far. I don't think we have enough time left. But do you know what? We will find out. So let's get time ticking on and see what we can do. Because, yeah, we've got, what, another 2 turns now after this turn before we get the fleets in. And the age progress has just gone up to 90%. Well, that is both outrageous and very unfortunate. Own up, come on, which one of you lot did something very fancy pants to move the age on an entire 10%? That just went from 80 to 90. Okay, right, I think that has now officially scuppered our plans to try to get into an economic golden age next time. I don't think we'll get there. We'll get here. The goal, I think, now has to be just here. We need to try to get 20 treasure fleet points. I think 30 might be possibly a bit of a stretch too far, but okay, fine. We shall carry on. Right, okay, what are we doing down here? We want to do research initiatives. Although, actually, hang on. Do we want to possibly... Oh, hang on, Friedrich is not utterly furious with us anymore. He did have the terrifying kind of skull face thing just here. But I think, yeah, maybe in that previous turn he now just really doesn't like us, but he doesn't completely utterly hate us anymore. Oh, okay, that's quite good. I was thinking, do we get another merchant and send it back over here somewhere to Friedrich's land, because the trade routes do make people a bit happier with us. So possibly that might be what we do. So okay, Cohato, get a merchant. In fact, you know what? Buy a merchant. Go on, you can do that. And then, yeah, do a research initiative to help us boost our research, please. Because, yeah, we are still lagging behind a little bit in that. Not too much compared to some of the others. In fact, we're ahead of Lafayette. We're ahead of Lafayette in... Hang on, we're ahead of Lafayette in both research and culture. Lafayette, what are you doing? I've only got 4 settlements. Right, education, yeah, that's the kind of mastery thing. So, +1 science on science buildings, that's quite nice. And we get a relic. Okay. Is that our first relic, possibly? Where are they? They're in there, aren't they? Yes, it is. I think that's our first relic. Little bit of culture, little bit of happiness, and it's over in the palace. Oh, okay, yay, we've got a relic. Is that this thing? Yeah, there we go. We're off the mark. Okay, right, so we've not got no points in this. We've got 1 point in culture. It's not going to get us anything at all, but we're at least off the mark with that. I don't feel quite so bad. Okay, right, here we go. In terms of tech, what do we do now? Now, we might need to be a bit clever with this. I think possibly we might need to pick something that we could potentially finish. Because, yeah, architecture might be really good, but have we got 10 turns left? Have we got that long left in this age before the other civs do fancy pants stuff and bring it to an end? I'm not really sure. So, what is going to be the best thing that we can go for? What is going to be something useful that we might also plausibly actually finish researching before the age comes to a close? Okay, there are quite a few choices. I think we go for castles, because that means we can build medieval walls, and they just seem like quite a handy thing to have. So we'll go and try and get castles. That's only 5 turns. I think we've got more than 5 turns left in the age. I think we should be okay to get that done. And here we go. Right, trade route. So, Friedrich, where's Berdigala? That's apparently going to be the best one. Okay, so send you over there. That's going to take another 6 turns. That's quite a long time. But okay, fine. Head over there. That's all good. You go and do that. And Saba, what can you do? You can... Is it worth you getting a merchant? Do you know what? We'll buy a merchant over there and you can do a research thing. That's all fine. I think that's got to be what we do. Just buy merchants and keep doing research things just to try and help us out. And we have a boat over here. What were you doing? Oh, you were exploring all the kind of hidden away tiles. Okay, head over here then. You come down here and have a little look around. Yes, hang on. Weren't we becoming friends with Monte Alban? Weren't we doing that? Yes, okay. 1 turn until they become buddies and give us a nice thing, and then 8 turns until we become their suzerain. And then once that's done, if we have enough influence, which, if we keep it, we should have enough, then we can get them to join us. And that can be another one of our settlements. And that is some more lovely tea, which is very exciting, and also some more spices, which is never a bad thing at all. Somebody else has built a world wonder. Well, of course they have, because they're just showing off. We've got the one, I think. I think we've got the one world wonder, and that's okay. Right, so you guys, are you giving us a present? I think that's this, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So 125 culture. Thank you very much. That's very nice. And, okay, what do we do with you? Hang on, that merchant... You could probably go to Berdigala. You can get there in 4 turns. Where's the other merchant? Is it you? Were you going that way? Yes, okay, so you're going there. So don't go there. Go to Neapolis, because it's practically next door. Just nip over there and do some trading there, because that's quite handy. And then here we go. Right, treasure fleets. Let's get them back over here. I mean, yeah, these lands aren't really distant, are they? They're not really that far away, but I suppose that is a good thing, because it means our boats don't have to sail for 20 turns around the world to get back home. They can just sort of sail 1 or 2 turns and get to where they need to be. So yeah, you come over here. I think that should be fine. Right, okie dokie. So more treasure fleets are on the way, which is handy. And hang on, did I move something that wasn't a treasure fleet? Oh no, you're not a treasure fleet thing. Oh, botherations. Okay, go to here, look. You can park up over there. Do you park a boat? I don't know. What's the terminology? Moor. You moor a boat. Or is it mooring? Do you moor a big boat like this? I don't know. Make it go over here and stay still. Park it. I'm going to say park it. You go there. Okay, so you head back over here. Lovely. So we have got more treasure fleet points incoming. So another 7 are on the way. 91% of the way through the age. Now 92%. If you could all just stop doing stuff, that'd be great. Right, here we go. That is 1 point. Okay, so that's the little ship. Okay, we have another boat over here. Just keep wandering about. Go and look for stuff. Preferably tea. If you could find some tea, that'd be quite nice. Were we not also befriending somebody else? Was it you down here? Were we trying to befriend you? No. We hadn't quite got round to doing the befriending thing, because, yeah, we're keeping the points so we can... Oh, we want to be friends with you as well. We wanted to incorporate you for 480 points. Oh, crikeys. Okay. Okay, right. We have many things that we could do with getting sorted out. Yeah, it's these guys here, isn't it? So, yeah, how long was it? Another 6 turns. Okay. Can we hurry that up? I know, if we give them 200 influence... That means that we've got to then reaccumulate that to then get them on board when they do become our best buddies. Okay, this is a tricky thing. I'm just very concerned that we're going to run out of time to do all of the things that we want to do. Right, you go there. Okay, Friedrich, hate us less, please. Hate us less. And we've picked up a great deal of things. Oh, we've got so many resources. So many, and just not enough slots for them. Dearie me. Okay, I think, plus 15% gold is always a good thing. But, we get 520 every single turn anyway. So do we take something out to replace it? Yeah, do you know what, actually? 30 they got incense here. Take the incense out from Axum Capital and put in some jade. So, no, hang on a minute. No. Kohato makes way more money. Hang on a minute. Take the incense out of there and put the jade into Kohato City for 93.4 gold. And then... I mean, these are all largely not particularly great, are they? How about some more happiness in the capital? There we go. The capital can be a little bit jollier. Marvellous. I think everything else is sort of looking okay. And then, yes, another 7 turns left for some more treasure fleets. Okay, you can just sort of hang around there. Oh, we can upgrade you. We can make you a better Kalam. Okay, that's good. Did they just give it a lick of paint? I don't quite know, but okay, right, that's good. So we've got a slightly better boat, which is marvellous. Oh, silk has been added to a trade route. Okay, so we can go and assign that then, can we? Or not, potentially. Okay, no, we won't do that. It's fine. We can grow a city. You can grow down here into the water for food, because we're quite good at that kind of a thing. Yeah, you can just sort of hang out over there. You can hang out around here and look after these islands. If somebody does come causing trouble, you can at least be some sort of line of defence. Diplomatic action. Oh, this, yes. But then that's going to be 120 influence gone, which means that possibly we can't get that sort of independent city-state to convert to us. Okay, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to go for it. There we go. Because I think we do still have a little bit of time left, don't we? There is a little bit of time before they come and join us. Yes, 5 turns now until we become their suzerain, and then we can ask them to be sort of part of our empire. We can go and assimilate them. So, yeah, we should have the influence topped back up by then. Okay, right, that's fine. So, yeah, we've got a nice science boost there, which is welcome. Ah, right. Okay, the crisis continues, the religious crisis, and the title of this event is Cataclysm, which cannot be a good thing. The fires of heaven have become fires on earth. Religious beliefs clash at home and abroad. Missionaries spread their word by mouth, and soldiers by sword and musket. Civilizations crack and bleed as settlements exchange old banners for new, in the name of the divine. In the midst of conflict, communities grow ever closer, clinging to one another as the storm peaks overhead. Okay, 2 crisis policy slots. Oh dear. Okay, that's going to be possibly a bit of a troublesome thing, isn't it? Okay, fine. We'll have a wander about down here. Anything going on in that part of the world? Nope. Right. What do we go for? All missionaries in your territory gain +1 movement. That's fine, because I'm not bothered. That does completely nothing to me at all. Okay, that's good. We like that. 50% influence toward covert settlement espionage actions. -4 happiness in homeland settlements. -4 happiness in all settlements following your religion. Well, I don't think there are any apart from our holy city, which can't be converted. So, hang on a minute, hang on. Where's the holy city? I think it's over here, isn't it? Tondo, how happy are you? 22. Okay, so you've got 22. So I think, yes, we can take a -4 happiness hit, and then nothing is going to happen there. Or this one here, when you convert a settlement, which we're not going to do because we're not even trying, when you convert a settlement you own, gain a migrant and damage 3 buildings in that settlement. I mean, that we're not going to do that at all, so that's at least going to cause us a little bit of bother. That's just a complete non-event. So do you know what? Yes, we'll go for those, please. This crisis hasn't been as bad as I thought it might have been. Yeah, it's not been great, but it's not been tragic. I think there is there's like a plague one, which can be quite bad. The plague kind of spreads around, and you have to train up sort of doctor units to run around and kind of sort the plague out and such. And that can, sort of make happiness rise and destroy things. That can be quite bad. But I think we've been okay. Right, here we go. This should get us. There we go. We've got 1 milestone. Hooray! We've earned ourselves some stuff. So, yes, that means in the next stage, we can get 1 economic legacy point, and we can take ourselves an economic attribute point. Okay, right, that's fine. That's better than nothing. That is better than a kick in the shins. Okie dokie. Right, head over here. You can go down here, look around this part of the world, preferably for tea. Any tea around here? Is there any tea? I don't think there is. Okay. Right, so we need to get these guys on board. And we're 94% of the way through. Now 95%. We're not going to get them on board, are we? By the time they've become we've become their suzerain in 4 turns, there's going to be no way that they're then going to have the time to come and join us. So we're never going to get our hands on that lovely, lovely tea, which would have been quite nice, wouldn't it? Okay, fine. There we go. That's the way it is. We'll roll with it. It's okay. Right, come down here, and head over in that direction, because there might be some sort of amazing islands around here that we have no idea about. There might be all sorts of wondrous things. Okie dokie. And right, here's our merchant. But we've used up all the possible... Now, botherations. Okay. Hang on a minute. Improved trade relations is 86 influence. And do you know what? I don't think it's worth it. I think we need to keep that influence to try and convert the other city. So I don't think it's worth it. Can we send you somewhere else? How about over here, look? Nip over to there. It's only 10 turns. Will you get there? Who knows? Right, and there we go. That's another 3 treasure fleet points coming our way. And possibly about 300 money. Is it? There you go. 300 gold. So, yes, I think we can safely assume, Maths with Penge, that 1 treasure fleet point is worth 100 gold. Okay, so we have got a big pile of gold now, and I think we'll try and keep it as much as we can. So when we go into the next stage... Oh, bad things have happened here. Oh, okay, right, hang on a minute, hang on. Is that religious people rebelling and such? Because that looked quite bad. There's me saying, oh, the religious thing hasn't been that bad. I think possibly there's been a bit of an issue over here. Okay, right, castles, good, yay. Stuff over here being destroyed, not so good. Okay, right, repair that thing. Fix that up, please. And then repair the guild hall and repair the observatory. For 148 money, you lot. You troublesome lot. And here we go, medieval walls. Okay, yeah, get some medieval walls around the city hall, please. Because that would be quite good, wouldn't it? You've got a research... Oh, that's going to be done soon. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can finish that. That's good. And then technology, possibly... where was the one that gives us food? That one there. Maybe we could get Mastery of Feudalism, because that gives us the permanent boost of +1 food on farms, pastures and plantations, which sounds like quite a handy thing. So, do you know what? Yeah, we'll go for that for 4 turns, because we might sort of conceivably finish that research. Yeah, what was that doing? Unhappy citizens riot in... hang on, they're rioting over here. Okay, right. Let's repair the fishing quay and repair... Oh, they've destroyed all sorts of things. Okay, and fix up that thing. Okay, right, you lot are being a nuisance, to be honest. And the company post. Oh, I thought we'd repaired that already, but okay. Right, put some medievals around there, please, because that seems like quite a good thing to do. And we have a migrant. Okay, right, so these are just kind of people that wander about, and you can put them into any of the settlement, and they just immediately become a pop. So how about you go back into there? Okay, and then we can reassign them, like the sort of town has just grown. How about, we have got Niter there. So how about we put something over here for a bit of production, science and happiness, and then if we grow again, we can go there and grab that Niter as quite a nice handy resource. Saba also has a migrant. Okay, do you know what? You can settle over here. That's all fine. You can go and work in the sea. If I go down there, look, because you get quite a lot from there. Have we got loads of migrants? Was that one of the crisis policy things? I don't know. Okay, right. You just keep heading over in this direction. There's nothing here but the big blue sea. So yeah, they destroyed something. So clear that. And then something there was destroyed. Something there was destroyed. Something there was destroyed, and there, and down here. Okay, I think that's all the kind of angry mob destruction now dealt with. Over here in Axum, let's do research stuff. Go to the next turn. Keep an eye on this. 96%. Come on. Don't go up anymore. Don't go up. I don't think it did. I think that, yeah, it would have gone up by now. There we go. Right, okay, we've got another turn kind of eked out, which is quite good. Ooh. I was going to say, hooray, we found something good, but no, we haven't. It's a tiny, like, tundra island with some dyes off the coast. Okay, you just keep wandering off over here, out into the big blue ocean, and what can we do over here? Okay, again, research initiative, nothing too exciting going on there, fairly obvious. 96%. Come on. Oh, the exploration age will end at 200 age progress, and it's on 192. Okay. Now it's gone up to 193. No, you lot. Stop doing stuff. Desist. We have got... There's some jade over there. There's loads over here. That's actually not that bad. If we could set up here, we could get fish, pearls, jade, dyes, and possibly even some dyes from over here, look. Okay, we'd be a little bit remote. That might be worth doing. Oh, hang on. Can we get settlers over here? Can we actually get settlers out into this part of the world? That's going to be really far away. That's going to be so distant. Hang on, we have a settler poised and ready, don't we? Yeah, can we... Hang on. If we just say go here, that's going to be... Hang on, why is it plotting them through the bottom of the world? Oh, because we can't... Go... No, botherations. Okay, that's not going to fly, is it? That's going to be like 17 turns until we get there. And I don't think we've got that left. There might be something over here, possibly. Where's that boat that we put on standby? You, go and have a look around here. There might be some amazing stuff over here. I want to get these guys on board as well, because that's another good location. Crikeys. Okay, right. You just keep wandering about. There's some other civs out in the sea as well. Hello. There's a lot of sea out here, isn't there? Very blue and wobbly. Okay, come on. I think now, are we going to become the suzerain of that place, that city-state? Some more stuff is being destroyed. This is not ideal. I don't want... Stop destroying stuff. Is it all in Cohato? Yes, it's all in Cohato. Okay, right, fine. Go and sort that out. Repair that thing and purchase a repair to the Guildhall. Purchase a repair to the observatory, and I think we're okay. Splendid. Right, okay, that's good. Here we go. Yes, city-state bonus. Oh, we got a migrant. You can just go back into here then. That's fine. And you can go out into the sea. There we go. Right, this boat can just carry on looking around here. Just have a nosy in that part of the world. And then that boat can go around here. Anything interesting going on? Absolutely not. And then, yes, okay. So we are now their suzerain. This place has eaten up quite a bit of territory, I'll be honest. But there we go. So what do we go for now? Do we go for the stone head unique improvement for a bit of culture? So +4 culture. And if we have them all next to each other, you get additional culture. We could get culture buildings getting +1 culture for every city-state with suzerain of. Could get a relic, +1 social policy slot. That might be quite handy. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. And then, could we possibly try to incorporate you? We'd like you to join us. Although, it's going to take 10 turns. And I'm not convinced we've got 10 turns left. But we shall give it a jolly good go. And we'll have that 20% production toward overbuilding. Not that we can do much with it, which is a bit of a shame because we tend to buy stuff rather than produce stuff like that. But there we go. Oh yeah, look, these guys are expanding all around this place. Botherations. Okay. Possibly that's not the right decision. Never mind. It's done now, isn't it? And we've got this. So another settlement we can have. That's a policy. The Otru gets the convoys promotion. Don't think we've got an Otru. And then there's that wonder that somebody built probably several thousand years ago. And yes, we've mastered feudalism. So we get a bit more food on things, which is quite nice. Okay. Given the amount of time we've got left, again, we should possibly go for another mastery. How about that? +1 gold on gold buildings. That might be quite nice. And it's only 3 turns. So again, it's something that we could possibly finish. And okay, we've got all the Chola civics, which is good. The other civics, we're not quite so hot on. We are coming to the end of the age. and we're not really halfway through the exploration civics, and we haven't even done theology. Okay. Yeah, not great, not brilliant, but never mind, it's all fine. Possibly, I mean, what do we go for here? We might finish Mastery of Authority. Let's do that. We'll go for that. Let's see if we can complete that one in time. And then we've got a question of unity. Chola ships ride the monsoon winds across the oceans, but they are not as united as they once were. Many smaller factions have grown up to become powerhouses of their own, sowing division despite their great contributions. Okay, so factionalism is inevitable, economic attribute point, or the empire must be reunited, diplomatic attribute point. Okay, what's going to be the most useful thing? Hang on, go to attributes. So, diplomatic, we could get a little bit more influence. We could get 50% influence toward initiating and progressing the befriend independent action. So it's no use now, but in the next age, we could possibly sort of nip around the world and go to the independent city-states and go, hey, come and be friends with us, aren't we nice? So we could grab that, or we could have an economic one, which is, +1 gold for every imported resource. That's also quite tempting because that's going to be quite a lot of money. I think for now, because we're okay at generating cash, let's get ourselves a diplomatic point and go for that. And maybe next time out, try and pin our hopes on city-states. Maybe try and do quite a lot of that. So, we'll take the diplomatic point. Thank you. And we will spend it on that. Okay, lovely. So it should be a little bit easier to try and make the other city-states friends with us, which is quite nice. And here we go. Right, treasure fleet. Let's see if we can get them back home. Come on, treasure fleets. Come on, you're not that far away. You're not too far away. 3 turns. I think you're potentially 2 turns? I mean, that's 1. Where does the home water begin? I'm not quite sure where home waters begins, but okay. Right, head you guys out over into the wilderness, the ocean wilderness. You guys can head over in that direction. And what do we produce over here? Where are we? Saba. Okay, Saba. Maybe go back to doing some more medieval walls. Put some around there, look. That'll do, I think. There you go. Will you finish that? 4 turns? Potentially not. We'll give it a go. Okay, treasure fleet has arrived home. I think that's the 1 treasure fleet point, isn't it? There we go. So the little ship from here, look. So it's, some lovely spices. People can season their food a bit better, which is okay. There's a migrant over here in Talakad, and lots of bits of Talakad pit beyond fire. Okay, could we please just stop this, guys? Can we stop this, please? Because we have to keep repairing stuff, and it's all a bit silly. There's a little bit of a weird bug there. Look, I can't repair that because it's already repaired. Okay, and you can... Oh, actually, do we want to give you medieval walls? I think we should keep the money for the next age. So, yeah, that's fine. Okay, you just keep doing your stuff. That's all good. The migrant... Do you know what? The migrant can go into there. And they can... Oh, fish. There you go. Go and work that fish. Splendid. That'll do. Can we send it over to that place? Have we got any sort of capacity left? We have not. Okay. Never mind. Okay, right. The boats can just continue doing boaty stuff. Just, keep doing boaties. Lovely. And declare those as well. There's nothing really much around here. I was expecting like loads of little islands and things, but there's nothing really down here. But okay. And do we get +6 happiness? Do you know what? We're going to accept this rather than support it because we're okay for happiness. So we'll go for that. We get some influence per turn, which is no bad thing at all. How are we doing with our buddies over here? Potentially the wrong people that we tried to befriend. 8 more turns. Yeah, that's not going to fly, is it? Never mind. And these guys are going to vanish next time. However, if they do vanish, there might be a little bit of a rush to get over here and settle on this island. Because for all we know, in the next age, there might be all sorts of good things on here. Because, as you would imagine, when you go into the sort of the modern age, the final age of the game, there's all modern resources. There's oil and coal and things. So we might need to keep an eye on that, actually. and kind of run over if we can and quickly settle. But okay, that's a little way off yet. Here we go. Let's go through to another turn. Oh, hang on a minute. You can have a look around here. Yep, boaty stuff. A little bit of land over here. That's fine. How are you guys? We haven't befriended you yet, and we're not going to be able to by the end of the age. Okie doke. Okay, so the game's now not just content with getting people to destroy things, it's now also using the weather and the natural world around us. Okay, so little bit of a flood has caused some problems over here. Right, you are. Let's go and fix all that up as well, dearie me. Okay, so plantation is destroyed, and an inn is destroyed. Okay, other than that, are we okay? Are we all good? That's possibly... Oh, Matara Town can now have a resource. Oh, okay. Maybe have some food? Yeah, have some food. That's fine, because that food gets sent out everywhere else anyway, so that's all fine. And yep, down here, research stuff. Why not? That archer... Do you know what? That archer can upgrade to a crossbowman. We did kind of ponder last time doing some unit upgrades, but I think we should be okay. In fact... The age is so close to an end, let's just save the money, because all these units are going to go anyway in the next stage. They get replaced with, sort of proper, relevant, low-tier units of the next stage. So there's no point spending money on upgrading them, and then just to have them disappear in a few turns' time. So we'll keep the cash for next time, that's all fine. Right, okay, the only bit that we haven't really looked at then is over here. So head over here. For a very ambitious 11 turns. I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm completely honest, but there we go. You can try and head over here as well for 20. In fact, maybe come round this way. Yeah, there you go. That's 19 turns. Again, I don't think you'll see the end of that, but never mind. It's all fine. There's our merchant trying to make their way over there. They've been working quite hard. Right, treasure fleet. Yay, that's another 3 points. That's quite good. I think, is that going to get us to the next treasure fleet sort of marker? Is that going to get us over the line possibly? So not to a golden age, but maybe just to the next thing. Okay, there we go. We've mastered guilds. Okay, so more gold, more production. That's never a bad thing. What can we go and master now? How about heraldry? +1 happiness on happiness buildings. Let's go for that. Yeah, there we go. That sounds like a handy thing. And then you can just keep on boating. Oh, you can't go into there, can we? Right. You can try and go along here and just see if there's anything fun in that part of the world. If you get there, I will be very surprised. And we'll just accept that. Because the age is nearly done, I think. And it's not going to do too much stuff. Okay, 99% of the way through. 99. I mean, yeah, they need another 2 points. Another 2 points. Oh, here we go. Right. Do that. Yes. Okay. Right. We got to the second milestone. So not a golden age, but this is still okay. So +2 gold per unique resource we have. So for every unique resource, and I think we have got quite a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 7 up there. And then we've got jade, elephants, camels, gypsum, kaolin, dates, cotton, ivory. There's loads. There's loads of things. Dyes. We've got these sort of cloves over there, pearls. We have got quite a lot. So I think that could be quite useful in the next stage to give us a little bit of a financial boost. That's going to be quite useful. You just keep going around here. And I think this is it. Yeah, look, 100%. The age is done. Okay, we never did get over here. We never did get to claim Monte Alban. Okay, never mind. We gave it a go. We gave it a jolly good shot. We should say bye to them, by the way. Bye-bye, you guys, and your amazing hats. We shall miss you. It's a shame that you never got to bring your amazing hats into our lands, but there we go, not to worry. Yeah, we're 6 turns shy. And there we go. That's it. Rebirth. The dark clouds dissipate and light illuminates the world once more. It shines on a changed landscape of new allegiances, of realignment, both spiritual and political. The old religious rivalries have quieted as nations establish fresh authority and leave their neighbours to their own affairs. The age of exploration is ending. Okay, so I think, is that it then? So I think, yeah, you get one kind of turn of grace, I think, to kind of wrap things up maybe. And then this is going to be it. They're taking damage out in the sea. And there we go. The age of exploration has come to a close. We never did build a bank. You thought maybe we could get round to building a bank because we're sort of money focused, but no. So yeah, we didn't really get that many things to take with us into the next stage. We had a tricky exploration age. So yeah, we might struggle next time. I mean, I suspected we're going to struggle anyway. The fact that we're still here at all, I think, is quite the achievement. So there we go, never mind. So yes, we did not get anywhere near the amount of relics they had. That was, that wasn't great for them. However, we did get the most treasure fleet points. We got 21 out of 30. I'm very surprised. And then, yeah, that one there, 6-4. And yes, we weren't that far behind there. And then we didn't get anything there. We got precisely nothing at all. We had no districts that generated 40 yield of all the things on it. So food and production and science and whatever. None at all. Fantastic. Okay, good. That went well. And yeah, we get some stuff. There we go. Lovely. No rewards unlocked. Okay, let's transition to the next stage. Farewell, exploration age, and hello, modern age. Right, so I don't even think that we've unlocked that many kind of options. I think we're going to be a little bit stuck with just the 3. Now, ideally, I did want to look at this. I thought maybe, yeah, Meiji Japan would have been quite good, because they have this really good thing here that I thought might have helped us a little bit in terms of science. So these guys, when you overbuild a building, so when you sort of put a building on top of an existing one, you get science equal to 50% of that building's production cost. So every time we build a building somewhere, we could have got a load of science. And of course, with loads of money, you can just keep buying buildings. So that would have been quite useful. However, we did not unlock these guys. We didn't play as the right people. And I think to unlock them, you had to sort of upgrade 3 sources of tea. And we had the 1 and potentially tried to get the 2. So we couldn't get those on board, which is a shame. So we can play as either, going into the modern age, Buganda, Mughal or Siam. And that's kind of it. All the others are locked away from us. And there are some really good ones. America's great. They're very, very good. And yeah, Mexico, they're all sort of very super culture-y. They're quite good. I will admit, I don't know much about these. So let me go and look at these. And then we'll sort of have a little sort of assessment of them, and then we shall pick one to go forward into the modern age with. Right, I shall be completely brutally honest, none of these 3 really appeal very much at all, but we have to pick one of them. So really it's picking which one is going to be the least not very good. So Buganda we're going to overlook completely because they're all about pillaging and fighting and such like. And because we are playing on Deity difficulty, I'm trying to avoid fighting. So we're not going to go for these guys. So let's overlook them immediately. Now Mughal, they're quite interesting. So the first thing here is very good. Plus 75% gold from all sources. So anything that generates gold, they generate 75% more, which is just ridiculous. However, they then have minus 25% to all of the yields. So anything else is minus 25%. So science, happiness, production, it's 25% less. And I think given that we are playing on Deity difficulty, we already have a difficult enough time trying to get decent yields and good amounts of science and stuff. So that's just going to be a killer. That's just going to wipe us out, I think. And also, their things here aren't that exciting. Their things here aren't very good. Which leaves Siam. And again, Siam are not the best, but I think out of the 3 that we can play as, they are the better option, shall we say. So they're cultural, diplomatic. Their special ability has this name here, the Itza Farahab, which is a very fun thing to say. So they gain a unique diplomatic action to immediately become suzerain of a city-state at a higher influence cost than befriend independent. So we need to save up quite a bit of influence, go to a city-state and go, Joe, what? Just become our buddies right now. We're going to be your suzerain. We shall look after you. Immediately, just going to happen straight away, rather than having to build up to it, which might be quite handy. And they get a production boost toward their wonder thing, Doi Sutep, I don't know what that is, and they have a special ranged unit, and it can move after attacking, which is okay, I suppose. They do get special people, so some of these civilizations can generate special people. So these guys can generate Uparats, and they're great people with 1 charge. So yeah, you can only generate so many great people. I think there is like a finite list, and they've each got their own abilities, so you don't know what you're going to get. So one could be good at generating culture, another might be good at, I don't know, improving coastal tiles or whatever. Yeah, we don't know what we're going to get with these. So that could be quite fun. because that could sort of mix things up a bit. And they have a special improvement thing, which very sort of excitingly is called Bang. So we can shout it, make people jump. So +3 culture, never a bad thing. +3 happiness, very nice. And yeah, has to go on a navigable river, which is a little bit disappointing because I don't think we have that many of those. So of all of the ones that we could play as, these guys are the least worst, but I don't think they're going to be very good. I think possibly, in hindsight, we should have tried to do what we could to, say, unlock one of these. So, just settle some lands or something and try to get, America unlocked, because America are really good. They're very, very good. Like, super production. And they have some good kind of units. They've got Marines and things. The French are quite good. They've got culture and happiness buildings. These guys are amazing. I wanted to play as them, but didn't plan ahead enough. But never mind. Mexico, all about culture and such like. But yeah, we can't play as any of those. So do you know what? Let's just go with it, shall we? I mean, if nothing else, we get a lovely boat, look. A very nice boat with kind of a fancy sort of figurehead thing on it. So, let's go and be the Siam people, shall we? And have some very lovely boats. Okie doke, here we go. Welcome to turn 1 of the modern age, everybody. And already I can see that down here, we've got oil, which is quite nice indeed. That's very, very good. And that's already being worked because it's already in our lands. The game goes, do you know what? You're going to be working that. You've got an oil rig set up and you are currently extracting oil. So you don't have to go out and do anything with it. It's already up and running for us, which is quite good. Have we got any other different resources? Have we got, say, coal or anything? Or more oil, possibly? Can't see anything down there near Cohato. Nothing over here, I don't think. Anything up near Saba? Not that I can see. That is a little bit disappointing. That's a bit disappointing. Yeah, look over here, look. There's rubber. There's rubber over in those trees. And over here, by the way, we can see in the middle, there's coffee. There's coffee in there now. So, tea's been around for a while, but now coffee is a thing. I mean, will we go and get that? Probably just grab a little bit. And there's tobacco as well. Tobacco is now also a thing. So, you can have your coffee, you can smoke your pipes and things. Dearie me, don't do smoking, kids. It's bad. Okay, so nothing over here. Anything on the so-called distant lands? Hang on, yes, we've got rubber. There's rubber over here. Okay, that's quite good. So we've got a new thing over here. There's rubber. And at the top here, we've got quinine. Okay, so there's a new thing there. And yes, all the previous things that we did really once work so hard to get a hold of and put into boats and send back home, they're just now sort of normal. Everyone's kind of okay with cocoa and spices and such now. So no longer just sort of treasure fleet things. They're just regular resources. Like spices give you +4 food and +4 happiness. So they're just kind of ordinary. Anything else? Anything else around? No. However, yes, look over here. On that island, there is now coal. There's coal just there. And also citrus, which is a factory resource. Okay, we'll go and look at that in a second. And more quinine. Okay, we need to set up over here. We need to get somebody over here really, really soon. Oh, we did have a settler. We did have a settler there once upon a time, but of course they've gone. They've gone now because we're in a whole new age. So all of our units and such have been reset. Oh, botherations. Okay, right. We have to get over here as quick as possible because this little island here is going to be very, very, very handy indeed. Right, so I think we need to go and have a look at resources. Let's go and see how these are working now. So we've still got the regular city resources. That's fine. So these can only be assigned to cities. That's okay. At the minute, we've got silk. Okay, so let's take some silk and put that into the capital, because our science and our culture are now really catastrophically low. 85 science and 92 culture. I dread to think what this lot have got. They're going to have so much more than us. But okay, so the capital trying its best to generate a little bit more culture. And then we've got the bonus ones. These can go anywhere. So food and happiness, happiness and production. Okay, is anywhere particularly glum? Saba Town is looking glum, but they already have ivory. So we can't do too much else about that. Saba Town just become happier. Karor Town, they look fine. Matara Town, I don't know. You can have some spices. There you go, that's nice. And the capital can just have these other things. And then down here, you'll notice there's a whole new type of resource called factory. Now, at the minute, we can't do anything with these because we haven't got any factories. We need to now make factories in our cities and connect things up with railroads to then be able to take these resources. So at the moment, we can't make use of our tea. which is a little bit sad. And look at what tea does. Plus 3% science. So yeah, we could have done with maybe getting all of that tea, but there we go. So yeah, we now need to get factories. So at the minute, these are doing nothing. So our tea, I assume we're still having tea, but we're not sort of getting the full effect from it. So yeah, the tea isn't really doing anything. The cocoa is plus 3% happiness. The kaolin clay stuff is 3% culture. The fish is settlement growth rate. That thing means we can sort of train land units quicker, and that is healing up. However, when you do have a factory in one of your cities, it can only deal with one type of resource. So let's say we built a factory in Axum and said, okay, that factory in Axum is a cocoa factory. We can assign as much cocoa as we like to Axum and the factory, but we can't assign any tea. We can't assign any kaolin. We can't assign any quinine. We just have to assign one thing. So it does become a little bit trickier with how you kind of dish out your resources now. But at the minute, we can't do anything with these. So with that in mind, we need to head down here quite quickly. We need to get mass production. So we need military science done for 22 turns. There's no way this is going to work. The other guys are going to be researching this in like 3 turns. So yeah, we need to get military science. Then we need to get industrialization to get rail stations. And then we need to get mass production so we can build factories. But we also need to get combustion because we need those two unlocked to then work for mass production. And yeah, then when we've got factories in, we can use those resources and everything will be connected by rails, which is exciting. However, that's going to take, I mean, if that's 22, if each one of these is 22 turns, that's going to be mass with 88 turns. That's going to be like half of the thing gone. Half the age done, if it's not entirely finished by then. So, yeah, this is going to be quite difficult, I think. But, you know, it's Deity difficulty. It's fine. We knew it was going to be tricky. Okay, so we'll work toward that. And then, yes, in terms of our civics, let's go for the Siam ones. So let's get 9 gems, 28 turns. Oh, dearie me. But okay, yeah, there we go. So when we get this unlocked, we can build our bang. And also we get more culture for every civ that kind of likes us. And we can potentially get ourselves a state railway policy thing. But okay, 28 turns until that's done. That is very silly. Apparently Saba is a little bit unhappy, but that's okay. We sort of saw that. Right, now I've got a load of units because our units kind of refresh. So, okay, Army Commander, you go over there. So go and stand around over there, please. There's going to be a lot of moving people about. And yes, right, here's our special units, I think. So the Changbyuns. You guys are on elephants, which is very, very cool. I like that. And they look amazing. The design of it looks really, really good. And they're in this little sort of wooden carrying bit on the top. You guys can just sort of remain in there, I think. You can defend that. And I think each settlement should have its own person. Oh, we've got line infantry. Oh, you can go down here with the general. You go down there with them. You've got line infantry. Okay, so we've got a mixture of sort of elephants and line infantry. Okay, that's quite exciting. You guys can go here then and be on alert, because we're not going to do any fighting if we can help it. You can just be on alert. You can be on alert. There's going to be a lot of people going on alert. Yeah, just sort of stay still for a bit. Right, now we get to pick what we want things to build. However, Axum is going to be our only city for now, because we didn't get the economic golden age, so all of our previous cities are reverted back down to towns, which I do find a little bit of a weird thing, to be honest. I'm not quite sure why, when you move between ages, some cities would just become less of a city. I don't really get why that's a thing, but it is. So over here in Axum, let's purchase a city. If we purchase a grocer, we're going to grow incredibly quickly. Can we do a wonder? No, we can't bother. If we buy a grocer, okay, so put a grocer here, look, for 13, 2 and 2. That's even better. Build over the bazaar. Now, if we were Meiji Japan, we'd get a massive pile of science from doing this, for overbuilding this, but we are not. And we're not going to get a big pile of science, which is a bit sad. We're going to get 2 points. So do that, and then work on a city park, please. That is just straight happiness. Do you know what? It can go up there, look. It can go with the amphitheatre. Lovely. Right, social policies. Plus 15% gold in cities adjacent to the coast. So 231 gold per turn right now. So take that. And then we will have, what's that, +4 gold in settlements other than your capital if they have a water building. Yes. That's quite good, although culture on gold buildings, that would help with culture quite a bit. We'll take that, culture on gold buildings, because we do probably have quite a lot of gold-based buildings. We haven't got any trade routes right now, but we're going to try and work toward that as soon as we can. Culture on resources on or adjacent to the coast. Oh, that could be quite good. Okay, right, let's try and get culture then. So, gold 231, culture 100, gold 237, culture 146. Okay, now let's choose our legacy. So the modern age has begun. We've kind of done all the admin. We can now dive into the age properly. This bit does hang around for slightly too long on the screen. Yeah, we get it. Okay, what do we go for? Now, you'll notice that we can go for Dark Ages, because with the culture sort of tree thing last time and the science tree, we didn't get up to that kind of first marker post. So that means you can, if you want to, go into a Dark Age, which is a little bit weird. But, I mean, potentially do we go for a scientific Dark Age? Flight is unlocked with combustion, but 50% cost to all airplanes. I don't think we're going to build that many planes. We might not even get to the point where we know what a plane is before somebody else beats us. So, I mean, potentially we could go for that. However, one thing that we definitely do want is this just here. Tap the source. +2 gold per turn per unique resource you have. So we will take that, thank you. That uses up our 2 economic points. So we've got a military point and a wild card point. Okay, so what do we do with these then? We can't have those anymore. Okay, that's answered that question then. Let's take then... we'll take an economic attribute point and an expansionist point. And that's kind of it. Now, these are free. We can do these if we want to. We can upgrade Saba to a city and make it become the capital. Or we can upgrade Koheto to the capital if we want to. Saba... Ooh, do we make Saba the capital over here? Or do we leave Axum as the capital? Oh, that's tricky. Hang on, 23, size 23. Hang on, what? No, size 36. They're both the same size. They're both the same size. Joe, I don't know. Do we... Maybe. That gives us effectively a free city, doesn't it? That gives us a free city. So Axum is currently a city, and that will, for free, upgrade Saba to a city and make it our capital and rename it to Krungthep. Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that as well. Let's switch our capital round to over here then. Okay, right. Confirm legacies. Here we go. Right, so the new capital is now over here, which is fun. We need to get you doing some stuff, although we now don't have enough gold to buy anything. So hang on. You can work on a park, and that can go down there, look. Put that over the temple. That's 8 happiness. That's quite good. Resources. We've got some more stuff coming in. Anybody want any spices? You can have spices. And wine is now a thing you assign to a settlement rather than being an empire resource. What does wine do? Food and production. And spices are food and happiness. Okay, right, that's good. So the capital has now got some stuff. And we get to go in here and spend our points. Okay, so economic point. Let's go for +1 gold for every imported resource. So it won't do much right now, but I think it will sort of, it will do something when we start doing some trading. So I think, yeah, we'll go for that right now. And then expansionist. I wanted to get down there. We need another expansionist point. Plus 10% growth rate in cities would be quite handy. But okay, we can train settlers a little bit quicker. If we get a wild card, we'll go for that. Because having our cities grow 10% quicker is, of course, a good thing. Right, here we go. Let's dive in. Hang on, I don't know if the city-states have kind of been generated yet. I can't see any of them. Oh, look at that up there. That's got loads of oil. That's got lots of new exciting things. Okay, let's go to the next turn. Because I'm not quite sure when the city-states do appear. Because we've got all sorts of things that means that we can get bonuses to city-states. But I don't know where they are. Whereabout? Here we go. Right. They've appeared. Okay. Now, is there one over here? Yes. Oh, and it's a financial one. Okay. Moson Carney. How's your hats, people of Moson Carney? No hat. Very disappointed. Okay. So 340 influence to befriend them, or 540 to just become their suzerain immediately. Okay. It is worth doing that, I think. Yeah, that's 279 influence is what we've got. 540. So it's going to take a little while to get there, but I think that's what we do. And then we save up more influence and just get them on board. Okay, right, lovely. Diplomatic action. Oh, 18 culture per turn. But it is now really expensive in terms of influence. Do you know what? No, we'll do that. We'll accept that. Little bit of culture per turn. And now we get to pick a government. Okay, so I think we're going to go for elective republic. We haven't got one that gives us food anymore. I did quite like that one because it meant everything grew a bit quicker, but we haven't got that. Not so bothered about this one. That's to do with fighting. And if we're lucky and we cross our fingers and hope really hard, hopefully we can get people on our side and people can like us. We can avoid fighting. Although I think generally there is a bit of a war in this age, but we'll see what happens. I don't want that one. That one is to do with, gold. We should be okay for gold, plus 30% relationship change from endeavours and sanctions for 10 turns. That's quite specific. That might be quite hard to deploy while a celebration's going on. This one here, though, just 20% culture or 20% science. So we're going to pick the science one all the time, just to try at least keep up with people. Right, so go like that. Will be that one, please. And now, a narrative choice. Getting to know an ally creates a monumental shift in the people's understanding of themselves. The larger effects on Empire remain to be seen, but change will be a constant. Okay, so formalised diplomatic procedures, +1 influence in all settlements, or just 75 influence straight up right now. Do you know what? We will take an additional 1 influence in every settlement, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we've got 7. So every turn, we're going to get an additional 7 influence. So over, what's that, 75? So it'll take about 11 turns to get more influence overall than that one button there does. So yeah, let's formalise diplomatic procedures. Fill in these forms, please, and sign your name, and it's in triplicate and such. Yeah, do that. So 42, that hasn't gone up just now. Okay, go to the next turn. So 42 should go up a little bit, I would have thought, to something else. Come on, game, refresh. Do your refreshing thing, game. It's pondering. There you go, 49, much better. Much better. Okay, so there's one city-state there that we want to possibly go and have a look at. We've got no idea what's in that part of the world, which is a bit rubbish because our capital's here. So we don't know what's about 10 tiles away from the capital. That's not very good. I don't know where the other city-states are. There's none in here. So we're going to get that one. That's going to be our main focus. There is one down here. They're a financial one as well. They've still got the T. And there's one over here. And possibly, is there one here? Yes, a science one and a fighty one. Okay, I don't hold out much hope of getting those on board because they're a bit near to the other guys. But okay, right, there we go. That's fine. Right, our general, have they got an upgrade? No, they do not have an upgrade. Okay, never mind. You guys, you can just hang around here for a bit. It's fine. That's good. These guys will join you in a second, I imagine. Yep, there we go. They've come in to say hello. Right. Nobody's angry with us. This is good. I am happy about this. However, yes, I was going to go and have a look at all this stuff. So, yeah, trailing in civics. We're going to be trailing in everything, game. It's fine, don't you worry. Right, you guys, hang around there. Let's go and see how we're doing in comparison to the other civs. Yeah, at the very start, I would say, of the modern age. How are we doing in terms of science and culture and everything else? The answer is really, 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 really quite badly. Look at that. I mean, in terms of money, we're sort of okay. I mean, Benjamin Franklin appears to be earning nearly 900 money every single turn, which is somewhat ridiculous. Ibn Battuta on 600, good grief. But yeah, Catherine there, minus 48.5. And then, yeah, Lafayette, 21.8. So not too bad in terms of money. Influence, yeah, we're okay. That's fine. Happy with that. That's quite good. And then we get to science and culture, where it sort of completely collapses because we've got 84 science compared to, say, Ibn Battuta's 639.9, and then culture 147. Although, that's not the lowest, surprisingly. Catherine's got the lowest at 130. And then happiness is sort of okay, that's fine. We've got sort of, less cities to manage, so that should be okay. But, yeah, science is really, really quite bad. Okay, fine. So it's going to be a struggle. I think it's going to be a struggle. However, yes, we're going to wrap things up for now, but we do need to sort of look at maybe trying to pick which victory path we want to go down, because now we've got the good old classic 4 victory paths, and there is the kind of score victory as well at the end. I think if you don't complete any of these legacy path victories, there is just the kind of generic this civ got the most points kind of a thing victory. So when the age ends, if one of these hasn't been done, there will just be a generic kind of points victory. So yeah, this one here, which we might have to go for, is all about getting railroad tycoon points from manufacturing goods in our factories. So at the minute, we haven't got railroads and we haven't got factories, so we can't do this. But when you do have railroads and factories, every single turn you get points for the amount of resources you have in your factories. So we'll try and work on that, I think. Military is just conquering things, that's not going to happen. Science is completing space race projects. Given that our science is not exactly very good, I think possibly we might struggle with this one. And then culture is having artifacts. So that is where you go and dig things up out of the ground. So we might possibly have a little go at that. But I think we have to research a few bits and bobs first. We've got types of universities and museums and things. And then we train up explorers. They go digging out there somewhere and they go, go into ancient temples and dodge gigantic big rolling boulders and all that kind of stuff. And they bring back artifacts. So we could possibly try and at least get a few of those and see how that goes. And then when you complete this, there's then another thing to do as well. So there's a whole sort of special sort of final victory thing you need to do. So in the economic one, you set up a World Bank. In the military one, there's Operation Ivy. In the science one, there is a spaceflight type thing you have to do. And in this one, you set up the World's Fair. So you can do this, and there's a little bit more work to do as well. So we'll see how we get on. But whatever the case, we're still here. We're in the modern age, in deity difficulty. We haven't been killed to death yet. So I'm going to take that as quite a big win. Anything else we get from it is a bit of a bonus. So yes, we shall wrap things up for now and come back next time and have a look at what happens in the modern age. But yes, we shall finish things up for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Civilization 7. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time.
This sports car is indeed illegal. You clearly couldn't see the sign saying no cars. I have found the place where I'm going to live forever. The Tea and Biscuits Cafe. I want to rename the dog. Let's call it Woofles. Woofles McBark. Behold, the power of the blimp.